All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's Decide to Rise to Emerald, the Diesel Nation series that we started as a way to help you girls from all teams all over. I want to start off all over Diesel Nation. I want to start off by first introducing myself, but also letting you know how incredibly blessed and lucky we are to be part of this upline that we are a part of, because all the tools that they're providing you to grow your business and everything that you see, like Diesel Nation, the challenge groups and all that, like this is the best time to be a coach, guys, because you can just come and plug your people right in, like, hey, we got this call tonight, hey, and there's so much that's already being done for you that you can just like come in and plug in your people. And this is a great time to be a coach. And the support that we're getting in Diesel Nation is incredible. Even me, for being a coach for 5 years, I'm blown away because it helps me in my business too. So I just wanted you girls to know that, like, we are lucky because this was not happening 5 years ago. And so we are really lucky. So I'm Lily Rubio. I have been a coach for going on this will be 5 years. I started in a time, actually my neighbor introduced me to this. She was doing another network marketing, which she swore she would recruit me to. But she had the DVDs. She had T25. And at the time I was going to the gym and I was hating life. And then she's like, hey, my sister gave me this, do the T25. And I actually fell in love with it. I started just posting online saying like, hey, got my workout in, super excited about it. But I had no intentions to do the business because I already had my own business. I had developed and came up with a company, Cupcake Cover Tops. I always keep this here because I've actually dissolved the company, but this will always be my memory of my little brand that I started. And so I had no intentions to do this business because I was already a business owner. But every day that I would talk about my workouts and post about, what I did, I was getting messages in my inbox. And I'm like, nobody's messaging me like this about my current business. But every time I post about fitness, people are. And so that was a little bit like the light bulb kind of went on, or I started paying attention to that. Like, hold on, I may be onto something here. And that's when I met with my coach, Wendy, who told me all about the opportunity. She told me she was making like $2,000 a week as a Beachbody coach. And that blew my mind because I was not even making that in a month with my business. So I'm like, wait, doing what though? And she had me like, it intrigued me. And I just wanted to know more and more and more. And then finally I just said, you know what? I'm going to go all in. When I kept getting messages from people, when I kept hearing them ask me like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, I started going to the gym because of you. Hey, I started walking because I see you work out. I knew that this could be that thing that I could use to impact lives, which is what I was doing with my current business. And so light bulb went off and I decided to go all in. One of my biggest motivations and things to grow my business was learning about the Success Club trips. Have you guys heard about them? And does it make you excited to think of actually earning a trip one day? Girls, that was something that as a brand new baby coach, I went to my first Super Saturday. And I remember sitting in the audience and they announced we were going on a cruise. This was the first cruise like 5 years ago. And I remember going to the car. I left that meeting on fire. I had only been a coach for 2 months. And I called my husband and I was like, babe, they announced we're going on a cruise. I'm like, I don't know how, but we're going on that cruise. I'm like, mark my words, babe. And this feeling just came over me like, oh my gosh, we are going to do this, babe. I don't know how, but I'm going to take us on that cruise. And at the time, like, I was a stay-at-home mom. I wasn't bringing home any kind of substantial income with my business. It was like here and there, kind of more of a hobby. I didn't intend it to be like that, but just that's the money that it was bringing in. And so the thought that I could earn us a vacation, that lit my butt on fire. And I made it my business to earn that trip. So you can imagine the feeling I had, guys, when that year mark came around and I got my invitation and said, congratulations, you earned a spot on our Success. Like, I did it. Since then, I've been on 5 Beachbody trips, guys. 5 of them. And each one feels like, wow, I did this. this is incredible. Me and my hubby get to leave and have a little vacation. We have taken our kids. We took our kids on the cruise last year. And now we're about to go to Punta Cana without the kids. But these are the things, guys, you in your infancy, in your baby stages, that you need to be getting excited about. And the reason we're learning about becoming emerald and, rising up is because this is how it starts. We all started from somewhere, right? I was a baby coach in that audience, and I had big hopes and dreams. And you girls are right there where I was 5 years ago with just a hope and a dream, but nobody, you have no idea, right? Some of you, like, raise your hand if you feel like this. Like, you have no idea how you're going to make these goals happen, but you have a feeling that you can. Hold on, I need to mute everyone. That's how I felt, guys. I didn't have the answers, and I didn't know the people or who it was going to be, but I just set my mind with an unbelievable, unshakable faith that I was going to make this happen. So tonight, you girls have the decision. You realize that if you wanted to be emerald by tomorrow, you could. You totally could. Right now, if you've been a coach longer than 6 months and you're not an emerald, you're honestly not trying hard enough, because it's easy. It's super easy. And tonight I'm going to share with you easy ways to go about this, okay? So, earned my first cruise. Since then, guys, I've been a Success Club Legend All-Star. What does that mean? It means that for 24 consecutive months, I've hit Success Club 10 or above. So that's a legend. An All-Star is a year. So once you hit a year, you can become a Success Club All-Star, like earning Success Club every single month. And then an All-Star is 2 years. Comes with little perks. When you go to Summit, you get your nice medal, you can cross the stage. And then just you knowing that your business has been consistently growing, it's an amazing feeling. 2 years ago, I became a premier coach, or 3 years ago, premier coach. My business was kind of at a standstill, and this year my team and I are a 2020 premier team. So I'm super proud of that. And I share these things with you girls because, again, I started just like you, a little newbie with hopes and dreams and had no idea what the future held. And now this is my full-time job, full-time, working this business with all of my heart and soul. And I get to call this my job. It's such a blessing. And, so the very first foundation, if you're going to rise up and become an emerald, you have to have this faith and this belief. And it starts with you. So if you come in and you're like, yeah, I kind of want to be an emerald, but I don't have anyone. Yeah. And you're kind of talking like that. So look at the difference between saying like, yeah, no one wants to do this. I don't have anyone like that supports me, or you could say that, or you could say, okay, I want to be emerald right now. I don't know anyone, like no one is supporting me, but I'm going to find somebody that's going to support me. Do you guys see the difference in that language? Because you could either say, I don't have people, I don't know who I'm going to reach out to, and leave it at that. Or you can decide that you don't have the answers, but you're going to find them. And when you operate with that kind of like, just that kind of will, that kind of faith, that kind of power, trust me, girls, you will hit your goal. But if you kind of aren't solution oriented and you're just looking at like, oh, the impossibilities, this looks too far away, there is no way I'm going to find 2 people who want to do this business with me, no way. Then yeah, it's not going to happen. And I'll tell you that right now, if that's how you're coming into this, you will not become an emerald coach, because it starts with belief. And that, my friends, is not fluff. That's not like, oh, something, believe in yourself. This is real. You have to believe that it is possible. So that's the very first thing. The foundation of belief that you can do this has to be there. So what does it mean to be an emerald? 2 coaches. Does that sound impossible, girls? 2 coaches? Doesn't sound impossible. That sounds easy, right? Now, I will tell you so that you don't feel like a dummy or like, oh, yeah, I know 2 coaches. It's It's like easy, but it's not. It's easy, but it's not because it's just two people, right? But sometimes finding those two people can feel like an impossible task. But I'm going to teach you tonight some strategies for how to get people excited, because chances are you are overthinking this and you are making it more complicated than it needs to be. And that's the reason why you haven't been able to move forward to find your two little people. So what is an emerald? It's two coaches. And the way that Beachbody is set up is you're here. I guess I did have a little, let me just share my screen so I could just show you the little diagram. Hold on. Go ahead. Where is it? Oh, I don't want to click out of this. Where are you at? Where are you at? Oh, here we go. All right. So emerald. It's you plus two coaches. So right over here, this is how our your organization is built. So it's you in the middle and then someone on your right and your left. Each coach has to be active, with at least 50 PV, meaning they've bought at least 50 volume points. So girls, if you can't get someone to get their Shakeology, get them on 50 PV. Sign them up as a coach. I mean, it kind of doesn't make sense because they'd still have to pay $40 to become a coach and then buy $50 worth of product. But it is a more affordable option than maybe paying the whole 160. Not by much. Of course, it would be great to get the Success Club points and try to help them to see the value of the whole thing. But technically, your coaches just need to have 50 volume points as an emerald coach. So you just need two people with a minimum of 50 PV. Usually they get their Shakeology and their challenge pack, so they have more than that. And boom, you became an emerald. And Beachbody sends you a cool little, I don't think they do this anymore. Look at all my little certificates. This was my diamond, my 2-star. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys that I'm a 2-star diamond coach. Here's my emerald. Oh, this is my mom. Look, my mom became an emerald. I've been signing everybody up. Mama became an emerald, my 1-star. So whatever, you get your little certificate in the mail. And oh, they used to give bracelets. I didn't even open mine, oh my gosh. But still, it was exciting. I got my little bracelet and my little thingy, and I was officially an emerald coach, and Beachbody recognized me for that, because it is a big deal, guys. Don't think, it's just two people. It's a big deal, all right? So what are some of the perks? The perks is, so it's you plus two coaches. You get to earn Team Cycle bonus. As an emerald, this number is gonna sound silly. So I think it's $12 every time you cycle. I will tell you, girls, I'm not gonna confuse you here with the Team Cycle bonus, 200, 100 on each leg. When I was an emerald, all that stuff just went right over my head. I heard it, I heard the 100, 200 volume, and I don't know. It went over my head. Right now, I just want you to focus on the fact that you have an opportunity. What earning Team Cycle bonus means is that now, as an emerald, you have an opportunity to earn a bonus on what the people underneath you are making. And in the beginning, it's not much, but as you go getting 2 coaches, then 4, then 5, then 10, then 20, you're gonna be making extra money and you don't even have to sell anything. That's the residual income that you hear people talk about. Right now, 90% of my income is all residual. It comes from my Team Cycle bonus. I make a bonus or a percentage of what everyone underneath me is purchasing. So it doesn't matter if I had a sale that week, I still get a paycheck because of my Team Cycle bonus. Well, unless you were at least an emerald, you couldn't do that. You need to be at least an emerald to start making money on the volume of your team, okay? Carryover volume. You're also eligible for customer leads. How cool is this, guys, that Beachbody will give you customers. If you hit Success Club and you're an emerald, they're gonna give you free customers. It could be anywhere from 2 to 5 customers. And you don't get the commission right at that point, but if they purchase again, you will get their contact information and you have an opportunity to reach out to them and say, hey, I am your Beachbody coach. Thank you so much for your purchase. And then you can guide them through their next purchase. And on that next purchase, you get a commission. Guys, that is cool. Do you realize that Beachbody spends millions of dollars in advertising for their own. How many of you have been to a hotel and seen Beachbody TV? Any of you girls? In a lot of hotels, if you're going through the guide, there's Beachbody TV, and it's all of our infomercials. Beachbody is advertising on Facebook. Beachbody has Instagram ads. Beachbody has our trainers on national talk shows, putting like, I just saw like the newscasters in LA did 4 weeks of the prep, and they did their whole transformation. That is exposure for us, guys. So what are people doing? They're going on the internet and they're saying, oh, that newscaster lady, she lost with that beach, but what was it? 4 weeks of the work, Beachbody? They're typing that in, they're signing up, and those are the customer leads that you girls are getting, okay? That is huge. That is like, if that's not one reason to become an Emerald, I mean, if there's many, but that's like an amazing reason. Lastly, you also get Success Club leads too. So some of those, there's also opportunities, I think when you're a diamond, that you get coaches. People just sign up randomly as coaches and they will assign them to your team. So really cool, guys. Lots of benefits. You should be getting excited about this. You should get excited like, dang, okay, I want to be Emerald. So here it breaks it down. Lead eligibility, you need to at least have, oh, that's the difference. So for the customer leads, SC5, if you earn that, you get customer leads. If you get SC10 or above, you get the Success Club leads. Oh, but you do have to make sure that your profile is set up. So right now, girls, if you're planning on going Emerald and you want to get all of your, the perks, make sure that your picture and your bio is filled out in the Team Beachbody profile. So the way that you get to that is you would go to coach.teambeachbody.com, and then you would click on grow my business websites, and just set up like your account and your website and your profile there. Okay. Must be in place by, yeah. So usually if you become Emerald on Thursday, you're going to have to wait till the following week. Our weeks go from Wednesday to Wednesday. So if you become an Emerald on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's not going to reflect that you're an Emerald until the following Thursday. So sometimes people are like, hey, I'm an Emerald, I have 2 coaches. You just have to do it by the weeks. Okay, I think I saw some of you girls asking questions in the chat. Let me see. Oh, okay. You girls were just conversating with what I was saying. All right, any questions up until that point, girls, that you can think of? So the leads, why it's important, the benefits, the perks, anything you can think of. Or you're good. Give me a thumbs up if you're like, I'm good. Keep it going. All right. Keep it going. All right. Okay, girls. So now let's talk strategy, because this is my favorite part. How do you find the 2 people to sign up as a coach? What if they don't want to do the business? So here are some strategies that Beachbody, a lot of the leaders share with us. You have an opportunity right now to sign up your spouse as a coach. And the benefit of doing that, like right now, guys, my husband's account, I don't even add sales to it, and he gets a weekly paycheck, okay? Because I've built up so much volume underneath him that I get a paycheck every week, and I haven't sold something in his account in so long, okay? The only reason that happens is because my husband he's like the 3rd coach in my organization. Or no, now he's the 1st. All those people that started, they're gone. So my husband's right there, okay? And he benefits from all that volume. So you sign up your spouse. You could either do it with a challenge pack with some other products that maybe you want to try. You don't have to get another Beachbody on demand. You can just get a completion pack that has like the Shakeology. I know the bar completion packs have like beach bars, collagen. That one might be good. So you sign up your spouse or any trusted account. It could be your mom, any account that you can manage. A lot of, there's some girls on my team that have their sisters. So somebody else that you can manage. You want them high up so that you have an opportunity to basically double your income. Okay? So a spouse, a mom, a best friend. Yes, Crystal. Okay, what counts as 50 PV? Is it just 50? Basically, yes. 50 PV is equal usually to $50 worth, but you just still have to make sure. Because sometimes, like, let's say you'll buy something and it's $30, but the PV will only be 28 PV. So it won't necessarily be 30 PV. So it's not dollar for dollar, but it's pretty similar. And if you want, I'll give you ideas for what I buy for 50 PV. So on my husband's account, I'll get Hydrate and a box of Beach Bars. You can get 2 boxes of bars. That's 50 PV. You can get a 3-day refresh. You can get collagen and the Beach Bars. So yeah, or the Performance Stack, which is the Recover and the Energize. That's a little bit more than 50 PV. But if you just want 50, so this is what I did. You girls aren't making a ton of money right now, so I only keep my husband at 50 PV. I don't buy another Shakeology. Like other people may be doing that. I mean, unless he's drinking it, and then yeah. I will say this. At first, I didn't buy another Shakeology, but then my husband started drinking it. When I started making more money, he got his own bag. Okay? Now he's being a little punk and he's not drinking his Shakeology, but he eats his Beach Bars and he drinks his Recover. So, you know, the husbands may not always be on the Shakeology bandwagon, but get them on the recovery bandwagon. They'll love that. If they're going to the gym, it's a little recovery shake. They just shake it up with water and drink it. So it's understandable, girls. Don't like think you have a bad, why can't you drink Shakeology? It's okay. Okay? Because I know we can get dramatic or be like, you don't support me. Just drink the shake, babe. He doesn't have to. It's okay. But get him on the bars and be like, babe, you could at least. So my husband uses the creatine, the recovery shake. He doesn't even like the Energize. Like creatine and recovery. That's what happened. And the Beach Bars. He's on that. So find what your husband does love and get that, okay? So you got your spouse, guys. Boom, that's easy. First coach. And you just keep them active with 50 PV, okay? Who's that second coach? The second coach, you guys, is somebody that you could call right now and not have any details, but say, girl, I just signed up for this challenge. I'm doing this thing with the shake and this workout. Do it with me. Just sign up to be a coach. We could like do this together. We do this together. It only costs it. You're going to just call someone that you are close with and you don't have to think of like, okay, what are the ingredients in Shakeology? How do I tell them about Beach? No, you just say, girl, these workouts, I just pull it up on this little app. You don't have any details. You don't know any facts. You're just telling them, dale, do this with me. Girls, that's how I signed up my first 3 coaches. Guess who they were? My mother, my sister. Me and my sister actually went in on a challenge pack. I'm like, and then my coach wanted me so bad. She's like, I'll give you a bag of Shakeology if you sign up. I'm like, all right, sis, you get a bag, I get a bag. But we split the challenge pack. That's how I started, okay? So your mom, your best friend. Who's your best friend that's always like, ay, que estoy gorda, I'm always so fat. Boom, bestie, do this. Come on, let's do this, okay? That's how you're going to do it. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't be like, hey, I need to talk to you. We got to talk. I'm doing this thing. Like, no, just be like excited. If you call someone up excited and be like, girl, it's 160. You spent more than that on getting that faja at the mall. Okay, because they do. Talk to them openly and say, let's do this with me. Okay, now I know what you're thinking, girls. Nope, my sister won't do it. Nope, my mom, no way. She's hard-headed. Nope. Okay, you're already thinking like, nope, I don't know any of my tia. No, nobody will do it. They all hate it. They're all doing Herbalife, whatever it is, right? Whatever you're thinking. I'm just keeping it real, guys. I know the objections. So now you're like, okay, who the heck am I going to sign up for this? All right. There might be a mom at soccer, somebody that you kind of talk to, you chit chat with, and you're not bold enough to be like, hey, sign up as a coach, but you can still tell that girl, you can still invite her to your challenge and say like, hey, what do you do for workouts? So if you ask somebody that, guys, what do you do for workouts? You're either going to get, oh, I go to CrossFit, I do this, or nothing, right? All the soccer moms in our thing, they do nothing. So I'm like, all right, what do you do for your workouts? So that little question right there, girls, what do you do for your workouts? They're going to tell you, oh, I do this, I do that. Oh, have you been able to go consistently? Oh, hey, girl, I joined this gym and I barely go because I never have time. I go, I know. That used to be me too. But you know what? I started these workouts from home. They're like 20, 30 minutes. And I've been consistent for the first time in my life. Like, I would love to go to my Orange Theory. I would love to go to that Pilates place. But girl, I never go and I end up paying the bill and I don't go. This I've been able to be consistent with. Really? What is that? Let me show you. Let me show you how it works. Or let me show you my transformation. If you girls already have a transformation, you should be pimping that out. You should be like, girl, look at me. This was me 30 days ago. That transformation needs to be your business card, okay? And if you don't have a transformation yet, who is your coach? Did your coach's transformation make you go like, dang, I want to join? If so, you need to get your coach's transformation and be like, look, I joined this girl, this chick on Instagram that I'm always following and seeing. She has amazing results. And I'm like, that's it. I'm doing it with her. But it would be so cool if you could do this with me because we live near each other and like maybe we could like call each other and like hold each other accountable. That would be so cool, girl. Guys, do you realize that when you just put it like that and you don't make it all like complicated, people will be excited. They're gonna want that. All right, tonight I'm wearing my Beachbody Diamond Coach shirt and I wore it to soccer today because guess what? I want mamas to ask me questions and guess what? They did. 2 weeks ago, me and my sister were both there with our kids and we started to work out. And guess what? Other moms wanted to join us. Last week we had 6 ladies. This week, we scared them all away, but we had them like, where did all the moms go? Oh my gosh, they didn't come back. But we had a new girl today and we're gonna keep doing it. I've always wanted to do like a fit club like that, but I just never knew how to get started. If your kids play sports, ladies, take advantage and just say, hey, do you wanna walk the park while the kids practice? You know, just maybe one little loop so that they don't miss the practice if that's what they really wanna see. But most of us, we just wanna chit chat, walk around the track or something. So take advantage if your kids play sports. Another thing I want you girls to think about is getting out there more. I was signing up people. I used to go to the gym. Girls, if you're not making any friends or interacting with people from your home, maybe you need to join a little gym, something that gets you out of the house interacting with people, okay? Because let me tell you, I started going to the Y because my kid, I would put him in there back when he was little. And I was hesitant. I'm like, oh, I was working out from home for so long. It was the best thing I ever did. Because guess what? Now I'm talking to moms every day. At home, I wasn't talking to anyone. And you know what? When those moms would say, hey, we're all going to the park. Inside, I wanted to be like, oh, I got dishes, I got laundry, like I don't want, but I started to go. Why? Because now these moms are talking and moms will talk and ask questions, guys, what do you do? You know, and that's how you start plugging this in with enthusiasm, excitement. Everyone that you meet should be following you on Instagram. So if you start a conversation, be like, don't make it awkward. Hey, are you on Instagram? Of course they are. Yeah. Be like, oh, follow me. I post like recipes and like fitness motivation. I would love to have you like follow me. They'll pick up their phone, boom, follow you. All the soccer moms, I already made them follow me. Okay. And I just did it like that. Like, are you on Instagram? Oh, cool. Follow me. I post like recipes and like just fitness stuff. Like I'm on my stories a lot, but just like follow me there and we can keep in touch. And guess what? That's what I did. I met someone at I did some cryotherapy, and I just was like, hey, follow me. You know, someone at, it's like a med spa. And 3 months later, she's like, hey, what's the difference between you? And she named like 3 other companies. She's like, you know, and I just said, I'll be right over. I'm coming to your office. I didn't even waste any time. I'm like, I'll be right over. I'll tell you the difference. Boom, signed her up. And she joined me as a coach. Okay, had I not just told her to follow me, because I never saw her again after that day, then we would have lost contact and I wouldn't have known her. So this is how you do it, girls. This is how you do it. You put yourself out there. You start talking to people excited with enthusiasm, and it will happen. It will happen. You have to, be bold and just tell people, hey, I'm doing this thing. I would love for you to do it with me. Okay. Any questions about that? Any questions about that? Oh, you girls were giving good ideas for the 52 PB. Okay. Any questions about how to connect with people, girls? Where do you get stuck? Because this is where I could really help you too, is just like maybe a current situation that just happened. Where do you feel that it just gets stuck in? Like you can't sign up that second girl. While you think about that, I just want to tell you that the reason why we call these calls Decide to Rise is because it's a decision. It's not even an action. Like it's not even something that like, it's something that you just decide you're going to do and it's going to happen. And I don't know how I call them Beachbody miracles, girls, because when you start putting it out there that you're going to make this happen, it will happen. Obviously, putting in the work, not I'm going to make this happen and sit back and do nothing, but deciding you're going to be more social. Like all these things, girls, all these things. How many of you work full time? Okay. Working full time, you're interacting with people every day. Okay. I know sometimes the people closest to you, those are kind of like the worst people. They don't believe you, or they make fun of you, or whatever it is. And when I say make fun, they're just like, you're going to eat a salad, that kind of thing. But guys, they have friends, they have cousins, they have sisters. Like you just need to be bold and make that invitation. So, okay. Sylvie says, can you please give us an example of the very first invite you would send to a new follower? Okay, yes. Girls, you have to realize that you cannot like vomit Beachbody on people. So to a new follower, I would just say, thanks for the follow. What do you do what do you do to work out? If it's obvious that your page is a fitness page, there's no problem with you saying, oh, what do you do for workouts? And if whatever they tell you, say, oh, that's awesome. I used to do that. Oh, cool. I was a runner too. Then you can't just leave it there. You have to just keep asking more questions, but that lead to what you do. And then you can tell them about what you do. But the first thing you want to do is just get to know them. And even like, so let's say she says, oh, I'm a runner. I love to run. You could say, oh, awesome. I used to run, or me too. I'm a runner too. Cool, girl. Keep on running. And I would leave it there. Okay. Then I would mark that girl. I would write her in my notebook. Susie tells me she's a runner. Now I'm going to pay attention to Susie. I'm going to be on Susie's post, liking them, commenting, hey, you look so pretty, girl. Sending her a DM saying like, girl, that dress was bomb on you. That's it. Now me and Susie, she's seeing me posting more and more. I'm talking to her. We got a little thing going on. And that's when you can say like, hey, Susie, I know you're a runner, but I have this challenge going, and it's going to feel so much natural. So it does take a little longer, girls, but you're going to have a more solid base, and the person is going to, you just have to build trust with them. And that's how you do it. You get to know them, you ask them questions, and you leave it there, pour into them, show them love, and then go back to the DM. Okay. Shirley says, I'm insecure. I second myself, no transformation. I work out and show up, but my work is not showing in my body. So people don't see results. Okay, let's talk about that. Shirley, did you just start off though? Like, did you just start off or you've been at this for a long time? Here's the thing. Okay, it's been over a year. Okay, so the first thing is you got to be real with yourself. If you've been working out for a year, you should have more of a transformation. But here's the thing. When you go to Summit, you see this, guys, the girls crossing the stage. It's not all fit girls, like the girls that are getting all the recognition, big teams, some are very overweight, some are chubby, some are fit, some are not. What we look like does not determine the success that we get and the attraction that we receive. I promise you.
Aquí le hacen como un toque con unos alambres.
The reason why people choose to sign up with you is your enthusiasm and your spirit. Like you just saying like, hey, I'm still at this. Like, I love, how I feel. Join me. Because if it had to do with our results, then, so many people would not be successful with this business because life happens, you gain weight, you lose it, you had a baby, you don't. So you just need to be confident about what you're doing and share it with enthusiasm. So you have hyperthyroid. So, okay, talk about that, which you probably are, and show people that you're working out because it feels good. And because what is the alternative? To sit on the couch and just eat pizza? Like, no, you're moving your body, and sell them on your energy, how good you're feeling and fighting through this. So anyways, girls, this call is going to end. I hope you got something out of it. Shirley, you're more than welcome to message me. Not Fat, Not Skinny is my page on Instagram. And you can message me there _. So Not Fat, Not Skinny _. And anything you girls just want to ask me, if you think of something now, I'll be more than happy to help you out. And I'll post the replay so you can share this with your teams. Oh my gosh, let me put a picture. 5, 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Come on, my phone's not loading. Oh my gosh. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Yay. Okay. Thank you, girls. I'll see you. Bye-bye.